Hi, welcome back to Ravenbeak Nature Works. I'm Jamie McDonald, still October the 12th, and our second video for today. So I've got another batch of yew staves here. Same as the last batch, all tight grain Pacific yew from the west coast of Canada. All real nice old growth wood. This wood is super dry and ready to be worked. It's been down about 5 years. I've stored it outside under cover for 4, and I've had it in my shop for the last year. So this is the same wood as I'm pulling from for my bows, ready to go. And just as I mentioned last time, this will be the last batch of wood from us at Ravenbeak before Christmas, as we're taking off on a little trip here. So let's hop in and show you what we got. Up first, stave M, 80 inches long, nice and straight, super tight sapwood, real nice tight grain heartwood, and pretty clean. It's got a little knot out at the end here, a little bit of scaly bark, which I think will clean right up, and this end all super clean, lots of room between those two. So I think there's a real nice longbow in there, or as always, you can shorten them up, make sort of hunting flat bows out of them as well. So that is stave M, 80 inches, and that is $250. Again, all prices Canadian dollars, north of the border. So up next we have N, 78 inches long, super straight, and super straight. Again, real lovely color. Some of the growth rings coming out of this wood is just phenomenal. So, fly down the back here, little pin knot cluster here. Pretty clean, couple tiny little pin knot clusters there. And little clean, and then little knot right out at the tip there. So you might be able to bury that in the horn cap, or might be able to sneak up beside it. But yeah, lots of wood, lots of length. That's 78 inches long. That's $250. And oh, full 80-inch long, super straight, and nice and straight. Hint of deflex, but not too much. So bigger chunk of wood. Again, beautiful color. Just we get some incredibly tight growth rings that at some point just get almost hard to count. Yeah, I think a nice straight run down the back here. Lots of room, so as we stay right up high on the crown, I think you're gonna end up with a real clean piece of wood. So, could be something heavy if that's what you're chasing. That's O, 80 inches, that's $250. And P, 75 inch. Look down it. I think you can get a nice straight run out of there. There's a little sweep on the end there, but it's pretty wide. I think you could get a straight run. If not, maybe a hint of bending. And then again, pretty straight, just a hint of deflex, but incredibly tight growth rings. I know I said that for the others, but this is even tighter. Not off to the left, but lots of room up through the right here. Straight up the crown and hanging left. I think you're gonna get a real clean back, real clean piece of wood. So that is P, 75 inch, that's $250. And Q, again, super straight, great alignment through there. Again, just a gentle hint of deflex throughout. So common, you know, all cut straight wood, and it seems to just, as it dries, it just pulls into a hint of deflex. So this is Q, 83 inch, tons of length. One little knot right out on this limb, off to the right. And then real clean. Again, a little bit of that sapsucker, these little woodpeckers. Sometimes they'll poke holes in the sapwood, but I find as we thin out the sapwood, often they get a little black and we get under them and they disappear. So that's Q, 83 inch, that's $250. And R, 72 inch. So super straight, real flat crown, super straight. Lovely colors. Heartwood, sapwood, and a real clean back on it. Right out to the little bit of a knot, sort of a sunken center in the middle there. So either trying to stay left, sorry about that, squeeze by it, or keep it in. But real nice piece of wood. That is R, 72 inch, that's $225. And S, we go. Pretty straight, maybe a hint of a heat bend for alignment. Pretty common. I heat bend a lot of my wood, whether it's a little heat gun or pot of boiling water. So S is 78 inch. Again, hint of deflex, but chocolatey, dark brown heartwood and beautiful white sapwood. And as we fly down here, super clean back. Super clean back. So that's gonna clean right up beautifully. Lovely colors, incredibly tight growth. So that's S, 78 inch, that's 225. And T, 73 inch. Super straight and super straight. So there's a little bit of not off to the right, not off to the left, but I think we got room right up the middle here. And I think you're gonna end up with a real nice clean run out of that. So that's T, thicker sapwood, might want to thin it out. So that is T, 73 inch, that's 225. And U, 78 inch. So a little sweep off to the right, definitely a little heat bend through the handle, straighten those tips and the handle up. But front to back, super straight. If anything, maybe just a hint of reflex to it. Take a look at the heartwood sapwood. Again, a little bit thicker sapwood. Might want to thin it out depending on what weights you're chasing. And pretty clean, nothing major. So we fly down the back, a couple little pin knots here and there, but nothing major at all. So that's U, 78 inches long, and that's 225. And V, a long one, currently sitting at 83 inches long. Alignment, tips to handle, looks dead straight. Gentle deflex throughout. Maybe even a hint of reflex on this tip. So on my deflex staves, those are the ones I like to throw a nice, gentle recurve tip on. Deflexed handle, whether it's a longbow or a flatbow. But I really like the look of that deflexed recurve. But nice, dark, chocolatey heartwood. And down the other end there. A little bit of a center rod on it, but there's real thick. There's lots of wood in here. And a super clean back. So that is V, 83 inches. That's 225. And W, long one, 83 inch. Again, gentle deflex throughout it. Alignment, hard to say. There's a little sunken knot off to the right there, so we're definitely staying left. And I think you're gonna get a straight run out of that, but it's possible you might need a little bend. A little pin knot cluster through here, and then clear out to the left. So I think it's gonna clean up nice. Lovely colors, nice tight growth wood. So that's W, 83 inch, that's 200. And the last one here, we got X, 72 inches long. Pretty straight, maybe a hint of sweep off to the left here. And pretty straight. Yeah, it looks nice and straight. That way, real lovely grain color to it. And right off the top here, maybe a tiny little knot here, but you're gonna get pretty nice clean back out of that one as well. So that's X, 72 inch, and that is 200 Canadian. So there they are. So got some real nice wood here today. Yeah, trying to pass them on, get them off to you. So let us know what you're interested in. We'll get you some shipping quotes and we'll get them off. Thanks as always for looking, and we will see you next time.